Gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Down, 70, Indy. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Now.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 23 yards on the play.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Zip, zip.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. Well, that ball is caught by D.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown. D.J. Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Room here to run. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, Lindsey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This is the tight end fan. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Lock, and that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got it. Switch.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 15-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Defense, let's go. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You. Let's go.
Now Locke throwing on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak. You can't block. Bravo. Deuce. Get it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
44's the mic.
Locke now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll run with Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
On the go.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Locke now, 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. A little check down to Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Minshew sets to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
First down, Jaguars.
Let's go, B, let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach,
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll take a shot for the end, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on, set. 60 yours.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, orbit. 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 37 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll go again with Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he's got Hireman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Locke going to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to go down again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Minshew. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go now. 60 on. That's it, baby. We go.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3.